So, we've been talking about this for quite some time. I'm kind of nervous.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, I know my mom will watch this at some point. You know, they pretend that they don't, but I know they do.
My mom doesn't pretend she doesn't.
Yeah.
She just does.
Yeah, yeah. And so it's like, yeah, we're about to talk about how to, you want to do how to touch your pussy first? Then we do.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Part 1.
Part 1.
How to touch her pussy. And, you know, I think that this is a really actually important video. And I don't know why they don't teach us this in school, which is one of the reasons why my ex and I started the adult sex education YouTube. So I wrote this post, and it was how to touch her down there. And it was one of my best performing posts. And so I think we should talk about how to touch her down there.
How to touch her.
How to touch her down there.
How do you want to be touched?
So I think the first thing to know is that the yoni is very sensitive. Very sensitive. Energetically, it's almost like, it's like they say the cock has a mind of its own. Well, the yoni has an energetic awareness brain of its own, and it can register the way, like, it's almost like, at least for me, it's like my pussy can tell what the person is thinking. You know, it's like, at least for me, I can tell, like, if this person is touching me because they want to get something from her, or if they're touching me and they're wanting to enter quite quickly, or if they're touching me because they're just enamored by the power of the pussy. Like, she can tell. Do you get that at all?
Yeah.
So I think the first thing to note is that the pussy is fucking genius of its own, and very sensitive and very aware. So the first thing is just to be very mindful of your intention when you touch her. That would be my number one.
And also with a side note, that I know that a lot of pussies out there are desensitized by the use of vibrators or self-pleasuring with too much pressure. Or just numbness because
Trauma.
we are numb down there from letting people entering us, you know, letting cocks inside of us without being a full body fuck yes.
Yeah.
So if you do not recognize this, know that this is something that can come over time.
We should do a video on that too.
Okay.
Yeah, we should do a video on that.
This
We'll
is
do
just a
video
little
on
side
that
note
too.
that this is, if you don't recognize
A way
this.
that you can support a woman in feeling more, and when a woman feels more, you feel more, which means bigger, more expansive, more full body sensation, orgasmic potential, is by being aware of your intention when you touch her, because she will feel that. Even if somebody is numb, when the person who is giving or connecting to the pussy is very mindful and intentional and aware, it starts to train the nervous system, which can oftentimes be activated, which is another reason why people can check out or disassociate or not feel. It starts to train the nervous system that it's safe. And so that's something also, if you want to support your orgasmic potential and her orgasmic potential, which is just by opening up more sensation, be very mindful of how.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Slower
Slower than slow.
Slow. Go slower than slow.
Yeah. Like, however you think you're going,
Go slower.
Go slower. Yeah, 100%. And this comes, like, before you even, this would be number 3, touch everything else. Like, touch her inner thighs, touch her hips, touch her belly, touch everything else.
Her face.
Yeah, her breasts, her arms, like touch everything else to get her in her body before you even, I mean, and especially as you start to inch closer, like, really, really go all around before you directly touch her. Yeah.
Number 4.
Don't go straight for the clit. Don't do it. Like really, it's the most sensitive part on the yoni. Touch, again, when you touch the yoni, touch everything around. Like, really explore. The yoni is a sacred flower, and each and every single one of them is so divinely unique, and there is so much to explore, and different yonis feel differently. So what's going to feel good to her might feel different to me, might feel different to Susie, might feel different to whoever. So it's like, when you're exploring, touch around. Don't touch directly on it, especially if she's not super aroused.
And also, don't shove your fingers inside.
Yeah, that's number 5. Don't shove your fingers
just
inside.
Like, don't just like shove it in there.
This is why you have to.
You laugh.
No, I know.
It happens so often.
It does, and this is why, like, follow steps 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And when you get to 5, like,
still don't.
take your motherfucking time. Like, take your time. I would say, and I'm curious what you would say. I would say, like, one of my favorite things is just to, like, cup the yoni. Like, hug the yoni, cup the yoni. Especially if you're coming from this angle. So it just depends on kind of what angle you're at. And your finger can sit at the entrance of her yoni. And that alone allows the yoni to open. So don't stick your finger inside. And here's what you can do. Wait for the yoni to open. Because she will open. She will open. If you are patient enough, you will start to feel her open. And only when she opens may you enter.
Yeah, so my addition to that, all of that, and you can do this by bringing all your presence into your fingertips.
Yeah, good one.
It's really imagining all your attention in that, like, make it an epicenter of your attention.
Yeah.
And then put all that attention there. And feel how that feels.
And you will also, and receive as well. Like, imagine that you have portals. We do, but imagine you have portals to your fingertips, like energetic, like, think golden light. Yeah? Golden light fingertip pussy touching. Yeah, so literally imagine, and you will start to feel like this pulsating vibration, radiation. I mean, you'll get so much pleasure from it alone if you can follow these tips. I had another one, and then I forgot it. I'm gonna check my notes because I wrote a post on this and I just had it, and then I just got excited by the golden fingertip pussy touching. Oh yeah, of course. A bonus, like a cherry on top, is especially if you're new in the connection, if you're established in the connection, or if you're not established in the connection, even if you are, but especially if you're new in the connection and you haven't yet entered her, ask. Like, if you can tantalize and tease and feel and worship all areas before you ever enter, and then you can ask, may I enter you? Wow. It's the next level of pussy worshiping.
Yeah, and that brings me to an overall point. Communicate and ask in general. Ask questions. Do you like this? Do you want it harder, softer? Do you enjoy being like all these things? Yeah. Ask. Communicate.
We will put some conscious tools for communication in our Tantra for inclusivity
couples
course that we're doing, which you don't have to have a couple. You might want to take it on your own just so that when you get a couple, you know how to do these things. But this is something that we'll add because we understand that communication and sex can be hard because it's something that we're not taught. We don't know how to communicate. We're shy. We're nervous. Nobody fucking taught us how to touch her down there. Well, now
here we are.
Did.
You're welcome.
So don't forget to follow us for more juicy content on our Instagrams at Madame Biccum and Tantric Courtesan. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and be sure to click the next video because we will leave you another good juicy video on how to lick her pussy down there.